If you have an interview coming up soon, you must watch this video. I am going to give you my top 10 best tips for passing your interview at the first attempt. It does not matter which role or company you are applying for. Stay tuned because these 10 great tips will help you easily beat the competition. And just very quickly, if you are new to my YouTube channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button right now. Thousands of you are passing your job interviews at the first attempt. I can only help you if you are subscribed, and please give the video a like because that really does motivate me to create more great content for you. Thank you very much indeed. Okay, let's get started with my top 10 best tips for passing your job interview. Please take notes. Job interview tip number 1 is to make sure you practice your answer to the first interview question, tell me about yourself. Now, the interview question, tell me about yourself, is designed as an icebreaker. It gives you the chance to start talking, which will help reduce your nerves, and it also gives the hiring manager the opportunity to quickly assess if you have the skills and qualities needed to do the job competently. Now, before your interview, make sure you sit down in front of a friend or relative, or even in front of a mirror, and practice giving your answer to that question, tell me about yourself. So here is a sample response to that question to help you pass your interview. Tell me about yourself. Here we go. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. My name is, insert your name, and I read the job description before applying to ensure I could meet the demands of the role. I am hardworking, professional, diligent and loyal, and understand how important teamwork is to the success of your organization. I graduated from college with excellent grades in subjects that will be useful for this industry, and I have experience managing a large workload, collaborating on time-sensitive projects, and solving challenging problems. Outside work, I keep fit and active and play team sports, which demonstrates my ability to work well with other people. I also enjoy reading self-development books, which help me improve both personally and professionally. And if you hire me, I will be a good role model for the company, set a good example for others to follow, and prioritize my tasks and responsibilities to meet the commercial and financial goals of your organization. Job interview tip number 2 is to demonstrate good body language and interview technique. These are very important. Now, at your job interview, I recommend you do the following 4 things. Number 1, do not sit down in the interview chair until invited to do so. This demonstrates good manners. Number 2, place the palms of your hands on top of your knees, sit upright in the chair, and do not fidget. Number 3, make sure you look the hiring manager in the eyes when they are talking and also when you are responding to their interview questions. And number 4, don't forget to smile and enjoy the process. Job interview tip number 3 is to make sure you know why you want the job you have applied for. Now, the hiring manager will definitely ask you the interview question, why do you want this job? They will ask you this question because they want to find out what your motivations are for wanting the position. If you want the job just because of the paycheck, you may not stay working at the company long term, which isn't a good thing. So here is a brilliant, tried and tested answer to that interview question, why do you want this job, which will definitely help you beat the competition. Write this down. Why do you want this job? Here we go. I want this job because it is a role I am passionate about and my qualifications and knowledge match perfectly with the position. We spend a lot of time at work and I want that time to be spent doing something I love, where I will get lots of job satisfaction. I also want this job because it is with your company. I researched you before applying, and your track record of success and great workplace values are very attractive. Job interview tip number 4 is to write down a list of your best strengths before you attend your interview. Now, during your job interview, you will have to answer common questions such as, what are your greatest strengths? Why should we hire you? And describe yourself in 3 words. Now, if you don't know what your best strengths are, you won't be able to answer these difficult interview questions. So let me give you a list of the 5 best strengths for job interviews that will appeal to all hiring managers. Please write these down. Strength number 1 is problem solving. In your interview, say you are someone who takes ownership of problems to achieve a successful outcome instead of leaving them for other people to deal with. Strength number 2 is embracing change. Now, for a business or organization to be successful, it needs to make changes periodically and also test new initiatives. If you are someone that embraces change with a positive attitude and understands its benefits, you will definitely be an asset to the hiring manager. Strength number 3 is adaptability. Now, adaptable employees can quickly change what they are doing to respond to the ever-changing needs of the company. Strength number 4 for interviews is responsiveness. Now, if you are responsive, it means you take action quickly and you will get more work completed than the average employee. And strength number 5 for job interviews is attention to detail. Now, if you have good attention to detail skills, it means you will rarely make mistakes, and that's a great thing for the hiring manager. Job interview tip number 5 is to know what areas you need to improve on. Now, perhaps the hardest interview question to answer is, what is your biggest weakness? Now, people tend to fail their interviews on this question because they say they either don't have any weaknesses or they say their biggest weakness is they are a perfectionist. Do not say either of those things when answering that difficult question. Instead, here is a brilliant example answer to the question, what is your biggest weakness, that will definitely help you pass your interview. What is your biggest weakness? My biggest weakness is I struggle to say no to people whenever they ask me for help or assistance. This sometimes results in me taking on too many responsibilities. I can't say no to people because I don't want to let them down. However, I am trying to improve on my weakness by being mindful of the need to assess my capacity for extra work before committing. Job interview tip number 6 is to take with you to your job interview a 90-day plan of action. This is a brilliant tip. Picture the scene. You are sat there at your job interview and the hiring manager says to you, why should we hire you? And you respond to them by saying this: you should hire me because my skills, knowledge and strengths are a great match for the job description. You should also hire me because I have created a 90-day plan of action that details exactly what I will do in the role to give you a great return from my salary. I have brought my 90-day plan of action with me to the interview and I would like to give you a copy. That is a great answer. Now, if you want to download my brilliant 90-day plan of action that is suitable for all job roles that you can print off and take with you to your interview, click that link right there at any time. Job interview tip number 7 is to choose your interview attire very carefully. Now, I personally know lots of hiring managers and they all say to me they would refuse to hire someone if they didn't make any effort in their appearance at the interview. Now, dressing smart and professionally for your job interview tells the hiring manager 2 things. Number 1, that you care about making a good impression, and number 2, that you have high standards. Make sure you dress to impress at your interview. Job interview tip number 8 is to make sure you prepare smart questions to ask. Now, at the end of your job interview, the hiring manager is going to say to you, "Do you have any questions for us?" Most people respond by saying they don't have any questions, but that is a big mistake. Here are the 3 best questions to ask the hiring manager at the end of your interview. Write these down. Question number 1. What is it the top performing employees do in this company to achieve success? The second question is, can you tell me more about the team I would be a part of in this role? And the third question I would like to ask is, what's the best thing about working for this company? Job interview tip number 9 is to make sure you use the STAR method when answering behavioural interview questions. Now, some of the most common interview questions include, tell me about a time you worked on a team, tell me about a time when you worked under pressure, and tell me about a time when you had a conflict with a co-worker and how you resolved it. Now, when answering these difficult behavioural interview questions, you should use the STAR method: situation, task, action, and result. So you begin your answer and you tell the hiring manager the situation you were in. You then explain the task that needed doing. You will then give in-depth details about the action you took before finally finishing your answer with the results of your actions. And to watch me give outstanding answers to difficult behavioural interview questions that use that STAR method, click that link at any time. Job interview tip number 10 is to make sure you send a thank you email to the hiring manager as soon as you get home from your interview. This is very important. Here is the exact script I recommend you send to the hiring manager by email once you get home. Write this down. Dear Sir, Madam, thank you for the opportunity to interview for the position with your company today. I thoroughly enjoyed the process and learning more about your forward-thinking organisation. The experience has further reaffirmed my desire to work for you in this role. If you require any further information to help you make a decision, please get in touch. I look forward to hearing from you in due course. Yours faithfully, insert your name and contact telephone number. Okay, so there you have it, my top 10 best tips to help you easily beat the competition and pass your job interview at the first attempt. Now, the next thing to do to accelerate your learning even further is make sure you click that link right there in the top right hand corner of the video. Head straight through to my website, passmyinterview.com, and you can instantly download my top 30 brilliant answers to difficult interview questions. This is a fantastic resource. It comes as a PDF guide, which means you can have all of the answers in your inbox literally within 2 minutes from now. Check out that link. Also, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. I am here to help you progress throughout your career, pass every job interview, and negotiate the highest salary possible. I can only do those things if you are subscribed. Please hit the like button, because that really does motivate me to create more great content for you. And don't forget to connect with me on LinkedIn. I have put my LinkedIn link in the description below the video. It is always an honour and a pleasure to connect with like-minded professionals such as yourself. Thank you for watching, and I wish you all the best for passing your job interview. Have a great day.